Hello, everyone. This is Jennifer and Stewart with EZLA. Today, we have a very fun show with actor, comedian, and podcaster Eddi Pence. So before we begin, please do me a favor, like and subscribe, and enjoy. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Easy Like a Sunday Morning Chat with Eddi Pence. And yes. And
hey, everybody. There you go.
I was hoping you would say that because it's just like home. We're also calling today Return of the Eddi because it's episode 6. And there was a lot of discussion.
Oh, I got it.
There's a lot of discussion about this from someone who was very concerned because we did a whole Lost episode with Ralph and it really got them trying to nail down, well, now you need to reorder and you need to put new there's
you gotta do prequels, right? You gotta do prequels.
Yes. And so and they said, but if you have Eddi on, you have to do it by the episode of Star Wars. So we're into Return of the Eddi.
I love it.
Yeah, I know. But we're not just with the Eddi Pence, we are with the Lindsay. Lindsay, say hello.
Hello.
Hi. You know, we could have called you Odie Kahuff. We could have called you.
It's one of my names.
The Rear Admiral.
Former vice host.
Former vice host. Is there any other names I'm not getting?
I think that's all.
Eater of food sometimes.
Ralph calls me an idiot a lot.
Idiot, yeah.
Some people call you idiots. Your fans are. So anyways, whatever we'll just call you Eddi today.
He's our village idiot.
There you go. There you go.
All right, you need your cheers. You need your cheers. Oh, we even had this available.
What is this?
Remember this? Yeah, that was the
like that. What is that?
That was the.
That was the. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
She's so prolific, we forget about her work.
You drop like 2 new great songs every week.
I try to, I keep it down. You know, if I send more than 2, they just go to the waste bin. So, no, that was fun because you got your own little song.
I loved it. Yeah.
And it sounded like, for me, it was like going out to the octagon to fight.
Yeah, I said if I ever become a professional wrestler, it's my entrance song. I think it's
you need a walk-in.
Yes. It's my walk-in music.
Yes.
Totally. Okay. But what would your name be for as a fighter?
Ooh, good question.
That's tough. I don't know, because you want to instill a sense of fear in people.
Right.
You don't want to just go out as the idiot.
And you're a nice guy. So you're gonna have to really work against that.
I don't know. That could be
so much there.
Yeah.
I mean, I can really lower the bar.
Considerate Ken doesn't really instill the fear you need. So maybe something a little more aggressive.
But maybe you could attack people with a lowered bar, you know.
That's right. I know.
Ankles.
I know WWE at one point had a mentally challenged character.
Oh, I mean,
called Eugene. This was 20 years ago before.
Okay, I was gonna say this has to be at least.
It wasn't recent.
20 years.
Maybe you could normalize idiots doing things.
No.
It's your superpower.
I'm thinking Eddi the Destroyer, Eddi the
or GED Eddi or something like that. Something.
I'll help you with your taxes, Eddi.
I will pick up your dry cleaning. Tracy's dry cleaning.
I can feed myself.
I can heat my own chicken nuggets up.
Right. Chicken nugget Eddi though does make sense.
Oh,
I mean
chick nugs.
You could have a whole chicken theme, a chicken feathered cape.
Yeah, you could have a whole fan base called the Cluckers or the Clucks or something, and they could come out in sexy little chicken outfits.
I could have a bucket of nuggets and just throw nuggets out to my fans.
I mean, you sure could.
I'm actually excited to go see the show now. When are you?
I'd be so over. It'd be so over.
You could distract your opponents by tossing nuggets at them.
I just throw I throw hot sauce in their face.
Hot sauce, holy
and it blinds them, and then I beat them.
Love that song. Lindsay, do you have a fight name you want to go with if you're going to go into the ring?
Gosh, I've at one time come up with a roller derby name.
Did you roller derby?
No, I didn't, but I'm working on a whiskey themed drag persona because I didn't know that cis females could do drag, and they've told me otherwise. And I'm okay, thinking Jackie Daniels or something like that.
Oh, I like that.
I love that. Jackie
or something with like
I want to be friends with Jackie Daniels.
Jameson, I don't know. We're still working it out.
So wait, women can do drag?
Apparently
Really?
drag's more of a mindset and a persona and
Sure.
a character piece of performance
idea.
rather than a gendered thing. So
I had no idea.
the more you know.
Yeah.
You know, little sparkles.
I knew this was going to be a good one with Eddi. Eddi,
Of course,
so,
when you
like,
have
stand-up comedian chops quick.
I know, and hopefully it'll, you know, up my game. You know, like if you're playing tennis, you play with a better player,
Right?
you get better.
You got to rise up.
Right.
Like when you're playing one of your dreaded rivals in sports.
I hope so. Well, we have so much today. We have got, of course, phone calls. We've got Lindsay's sports talk, and more talk about that in a second, because there's things to talk about. I got in trouble,
there. Eddi.
And,
I did a Eddi is wrong kind of moment.
What'd you do?
Oh,
well, we'll find out.
Oh my gosh. It's a whole thing, Eddi.
The whole thing.
We're gonna properly open that can of really large worms and dissect it.
Well, I usually put my foot in my mouth so other people don't have to.
So I think that's the service I'm providing here on
She
EZLA
stuck a person in her mouth. It wasn't just
not in the kind of way you're thinking.
Jammed it all in there.
It sounded way better than it probably was.
Well, maybe. So we've got the Doodle Duel. I'm looking forward to it. I want to preview a little bit of something that I made here.
Okay.
Because, sorry, I have to go to the other camera. Camera two. Here we go. I don't know if you can see this, but there's something in that box. And the loser.
Speak French, Eddi?
La Merade?
You don't speak French.
I don't. Merde?
La merde.
Merde?
Merde.
That's
merde.
Keep going. Keep going, Eddi. You'll get there eventually.
La merde.
Wait till you find out what that means in French, Eddi.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
You clearly don't know.
I don't.
We'll show you when we get to that point. We don't.
I want to Google it.
Spoil it.
No, don't Google it.
Were you one of those kids who opened up their gifts before Christmas or something?
I tried. I never successfully did it, but there were several attempts. Yeah, it was several attempts. I would get caught or in trouble.
Shake. Yeah, I know. That's good stuff. But the loser has to eat whatever's in that box. So. Which might be hard because you're like an hour away. So.
Yeah, please don't mail it.
I don't think it'd do well in the mail. Once you know what's in there, you'll know why I'm laughing. Okay. So anyways, so much stuff to talk about today. So much at the end of the episode, you'll think, wow, I'm going to go back to watching the Ralph Report. So,
I'll be like, get these gals off the screen. We've had
No.
Yes. So, Eddi, we have, of course, always been a huge fan of yours.
Thank you.
And excited about all the projects that you're working on. And one of the things that happened last week is we got a little juicy tidbit via the social media about you and Jennifer and Cody Decker.
Yeah.
All in a room. So what's going on with that? We all want to know what's going on.
We've been trying, people that don't know, I had a show for the past year and a half on radio.com called Swings and Misses.
Yes.
It was sort of a sports, comedy, pop culture show. We did a 3-hour talk show we did every day. And the pandemic, it was a casualty of the pandemic, and that job ended in October. And we've been trying to find a way to bring it back in some way, shape, or form, either through a podcast or trying to get it back onto a radio station somewhere. I mean, we've been trying relentlessly for the last 4 months to try to get the thing back up. So we got together last week and we just did like a little impromptu Swings and Misses reunion on Instagram Live, and we got a pretty good response from it. So we've been talking about possibly doing a Patreon show with it. So we don't know yet. We're just trying to see what our level of response and interest is to see if it's worth launching a Patreon for. So that's kind of
where Florida Man Friday came from.
That is where Florida Man Friday. That was
I would favorite for that.
Yeah,
that was our game. That was our Friday segment we had on the show, and I would basically come up with 3 Florida Man headlines. 2 are real, 1 is fake, and Jen is from Florida, so she would be our Florida expert. So I could see if I could stump her. Was basically the origin of the game.
Somebody told me a great thing to do, like you Google search Florida woman and like your date of birth.
Yeah, Florida man or Florida woman with your birth date.
Yeah,
and there's always
what comes up.
some insanity that pops up.
Lindsay, go look that up right now.
Oh God, okay, hang on.
The challenge is to try to create a fake one.
Well,
that's the impossible task.
That's because so much happens there that is
Yeah.
incredible.
Even if you make it up, you end up looking up and going, what actually happened?
God, guys, this couldn't be more perfect. I gotta click on the story, the top headline, guys.
What you got?
Florida woman used weaponized vomit against the police, threatened poop. You can't make that up.
Weaponized vomit.
It's my superpower, y'all.
Weaponized vomit.
Oh, it's nuts, man. Florida's insane.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good call, Eddi.
So there's this game called Balderdash, and I happen to be really good at it because I'm really good at bull crapping people. So I've been able to guess all of them so far.
Oh, you've been that? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some are better than others. Some I'm like, okay, everybody's gonna get this one, and then I'll put one out. We're like, okay, I think I did good on that one.
No, they're so good. They're so good, and maybe I'm just a good guesser. That could be it too. I don't know, because they're all unbelievable. But it's almost like the most believable one is usually the one that's not it, because the other ones are so far fetched.
Like that happened this past week when I did it. I have it right here. I'll pull it up. My Florida Man Friday this week was a Florida man on drugs kills his imaginary friend and turns himself in. Florida man calls 911 about McDonald's order and says he has cocaine in his butt. And then my third one, Florida man burns down camper, suffers smoke inhalation after building indoor campfire.
I want to say number 3 is the fake.
You're right.
Right.
Is the fake one.
And they don't need a campfire.
Well, and he probably would die if he.
And he probably would die. And to
Right.
me, that sounds like the most normal one out of the 3 that I mentioned.
No, it's because why would he build a campfire? It's fucking hot in Florida.
It's Florida.
It's cold right now though.
You don't need to build. No, it's never that
It gets
cold.
super, super cold. Like super cold, freezing cold. I don't know. We're going to ask Jennifer. We'll have to ask Jennifer.
I bet the Canadians wouldn't agree that it gets cold there.
No, probably not.
I'm on a whole Canadian apology tour, Eddi.
Yeah, oh God, don't
mind me.
Did you piss off the Canadians?
Oh, I did hard.
Must we open up this can of worms? Do you want to open it up now, Lindsay?
Go ahead.
Do you? Okay.
What'd you do to the Canadians?
Well, let me show you, Eddi. It's just so sad. Okay.
I took down some information while I was at a virtual cocktail party, and then I Google searched it incorrectly, and I came up with some wild story that was not true and was deeply offensive to the Canadians.
You tried, and I'm here to support you. I'm not going to cut you down like the Canadians are about to in a moment. And I got your back, girls, when I'm saying I've got your back.
We all make mistakes.
We all make mistakes. You have a tough job. You have to show up here.
Yes.
once a week.
You have to talk out of your ass once a week.
Unprepared.
Stuff happens. You say things you don't mean to say.
And then you have to go on an apology tour.
Right.
I kind of have a feeling like you've got someone in the room right now who understands.
I've been there. I know.
Been there a lot. In fact, I backed you on Patio Lanterns, though, and that was the thing that gave us the inspiration for Jen's musical mastery.
That's true.
Shout out POL, because it's almost St. Patrick's Day.
Patio
Lanterns.
For people who are getting real hot and bothered over the fact that it's D, not T.
Wow.
Oh, people. Okay,
people
so we're gonna launch into our phone calls. We actually have a new theme for this now. Lindsay heard it and she didn't understand it because it had these weird sounds in it that have nothing to do with cell phones. So here we go. If you dial on the phone, I won't pick it up. If you dial on the phone, I won't pick it up.
I remember those sounds. I was there at the beginning of the internet making sounds like that, okay?
Okay.
We don't get phone sounds anymore.
I know, right?
You rarely get a busy signal.
I do get some, though. I called one the other day, and I actually got a phone like a
Really?
as if it was busy, and I thought, what? Because it was a cell phone.
Weird.
So I don't know.
You never get phone noises anymore. It's weird.
Yeah. Don't you miss them?
I do.
We got a bunch of different calls. Some of them were nicer than others. Let's just launch into the one.
I'm
gonna go out of order just because everyone's dying to know what the heck happened. Well, let's find out. We've got a call here from a few people. I don't know if you know this, but Canadians do have the capacity to get mad, and apparently after
But they'll
hearing,
apologize. They'll say, "I'm real sorry
Sorry
bring
about
this
that.
up. I'm so sorry to say this," and
sorry.
you know,
yeah,
I really love the show and all.
Oh no, they were madder than a wet hen. And I'm gonna start with Graham just because he
Oh, you pissed off Graham?
He called several times, and I had to edit down. I'm gonna say about a 20-minute call because he had to keep calling back.
I got a novel of info with links.
Oh no, and
Graham's like the nicest guy. How'd you piss him off?
I did.
Wow,
Good job.
Impressive. That's impressive.
Our show has the claim to fame that we've pissed off
potential
all of
to
Canada.
piss off Canadians.
All right, let's hear poor Graham try to spell out what you did wrong.
Queen J, it's Graham from Winnipeg, eh? So I was listening to the last episode, and Lindsay's sports talk just had to put in a couple of details on that, as I'm sure she undoubtedly got a few messages to correct that. But to clarify, the CFL, the Canadian Football League, similar to the NFL, our team is not in Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan would be where the enemy lives. That would be the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Got his state or province mixed up.
But the Winnipeg Blue Bombers would be out of Manitoba, is the province we're in.
Error number one.
Getting to the CHL.
Here's the second one. There's only 3 corrections I put in.
The Saskatchewan Roughriders that play football in the Canadian Football League did not play the NHL hockey team out of Toronto. To clarify the
letters
number 2
for Queen J, I know you were asking about this. The Saskatchewan Roughriders fans, they actually do wear melons, hence the melon heads.
Makes sense. A lot more sense now.
Large watermelon, cut them in half, and then they actually wear them as helmets for the CFL games over there. So I just wanted to clarify. We got a big laugh out of that, although I'm sure Lindsay definitely got a couple of messages on that, would be my guess. So again, Manitoba, not Saskatchewan. And
those prairie provinces, they're all the same, eh, Graham?
Arkansas? Is that how you say?
Ooh, dig.
Oh, Arkansas.
Okay.
That's the most polite hate mail ever, right?
Eddi, I don't know if you know, but in Canadian scales, that was over the top.
Oh yeah, he was livid. He was livid.
So aggressive that he had to leave another message. Here it is.
Hey, it's Graham again. Sorry, Lindsay. It's Arkansas. I know that, but I have to say sorry. I'm a Canadian, eh?
Sorry.
Okay, so thank you, Graham, for taking out time from the...
He apologized for Arkansas.
Thank you, Graham. I deeply accept and admire your politeness, and will endeavor to do better memorizing your sports leagues and their teams in the future.
And he's a healthcare worker.
Yes,
working
he is.
hard for everyone. Thank you for all of your help out there.
He was so mad. He took time out of a real job,
saving lives.
Working and saving
that
lives.
Phone call cost 3 lives.
High stakes here at EZLA.
High stakes.
Yet another claim to fame we have.
Speaking of high stakes, my team just lost, Ed.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll get to that though.
Oh. Okay, there was another person who called and
4 calls.
I had to edit it down because
Another Canadian?
In support of Canadian information, but from KC. Actually, it's Steve from
Kansas City.
You probably know him. Here we go.
Hey, Lindsay, Jen, how you guys doing? This is Steve in Kansas City. We just calling to say hi and just tell you I love the show. It's really cool.
Thank you.
Laid back, you two are funny and smart, and just a kick-ass little show. Well done. I've watched all of them, of course, but the Ralph episode is obviously the, reaching the summit, as it were.
Now hold on.
All downhill from here.
This is where I'm like, wait, what?
Great episode, and the last episode.
Thank you.
With your guest Jeanette.
Yes,
I believe her name was. God, what a great episode. She's really cool. Motivating, inspiring. Definitely a keeper. But the reason I'm calling is, Lindsay. Maybe a little fact checking. Lindsay?
Yeah.
So
It's so nice to be on this end of it.
Right?
Yes.
so now we have
Sorry, Lindsay.
and
Yes, we got a new soundbite.
Oh, Lindsay.
You need a Lindsay is wrong riff.
I think that's it.
Please.
Sorry, Lindsay.
we
Sorry,
need I
Lindsay.
think, was it Dan who sent that in, who did the
Oh,
Lindsay
Ziggy's
is
terrible.
wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so maybe
good.
we need Dan to send in
What
a
happened?
Lindsay is wrong.
My phone went off.
Oh, your phone went okay. Is everything
about
okay
that.
over there in the compound?
Yeah, it's my Colton's cousin calls him to play Fortnite, and
Okay.
since I have Apple, everything's connected. So
You're
it's
getting
just-
all of the private messages.
get
Yeah, you can
everything.
snoop.
Why you can't sleep?
between 11-year-olds.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're pretty sophisticated.
Well,
these days.
luckily, you're talking to Jen, who is like an 11-year-old boy.
I am.
Perfect.
In so many weird ways. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Lindsay. So we got another call that had to do with Eddi. In fact, this is one of
Good.
your idiots. And Eddi
Aw,
is one of your rabid fans who just
Yes.
can't get enough.
they endear themselves.
And it's well, we know why. You're just awesome.
Aw.
I know. All right, so here is the idiot call, and you may recognize her from last week. She was actually our guest on the show, but she wanted to leave a message for you because she knew
Oh.
we were having you on this week, and she
That's
got
nice.
she started salivating a little. So she here you go.
Hey there, guys. This is Jeanette Jones. I just want to say I'm a Garman member, and I'm also a huge fan of this YouTube content that you guys are putting up. And I am a huge fan of this new novella with Eduardo. And I hear that, well, from the Ralph Report and from this novella, that Eduardo has some pretty awesome biceps. And I just want to know, since I'm blind, can I use the tactile method to find out just how awesome these muscles are? Anyway, hope you guys all have a fabulous day. I know.
So good.
Wow, bravo, Jeanette.
So she wants to grow. She wants to grow up my arms. Is what
So-
she's
She's
saying.
blind, Eddie. That's how she kind of takes in the world. So one of the ways.
they yeah, that's how they can't see your face, so they've got to
Right.
feel your face.
They got to
to
touch.
kinda-
They have to touch.
Smell,
Right.
you know.
And so she's hoping at some point to be able to do the Braille method on your pecs, I guess.
Okay,
I'm sure it will get there.
I will let her.
We have
Okay.
we've
I will let
really
Something to live for, Jeanette.
embarrassed Eddie.
her. I'm all yours, Jeanette.
But I thought that was cute because
Read me.
Jeanette has such a sweet voice and she sounds
did.
so innocent, and you would never guess that she's writing a steamy like romance novel over there with Eddie in it. Some fan fiction.
She's been very cool and supportive. I did a virtual show back in May, and she tuned in for that. And I said she asked for an audio copy of my CD. I sent her an audio. Like, she's been really cool and very like back and forth. I mean, I haven't talked to her in a while by email, but she's always been very supportive. So she's a very cool lady.
She is, and she's
Yeah.
her show, which she just started almost about the same time we started ours, which is kind
Yeah.
of funny. But her show is just increasingly more and more amazing. She's doing a series on a blind pianist who's I don't know if he's originally Brazilian. He spent some time in Portugal, but this guy is amazing. And she does this long interview, and she's broken it up into parts, and she's just amazing.
That's got to be such an interesting perspective from someone, from a blind person, because we just take for granted that we wake up in the morning and we can see everything. But to actually have that perspective of someone who no longer has sight or never had sight and get their view on the world, that's
And to run your own tech and to parent your own child
I
as
mean-
a visually impaired person, so impressive.
right. And just however they interpret the world and what they regurgitate back out, it's got to be so interesting to hear because it's so different from what we normally experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Our world is set up around being sighted. Everything
Yeah.
is accommodating us as sighted people. So it was very interesting to hear the different accommodations that they have and modifications to work through stuff. Yeah, so she's an amazing woman.
So 80% correcting Lindsay's gaffe and 20%
yeah.
awesome content. Like, I'll take that.
That's why I felt like we also needed to have the little Scooby snacks in there for you,
A little
Lindsay.
fair and balanced.
I don't want you to feel bad. Like, look, man.
Wow.
Right, I can take it.
Yeah, Ralph doesn't give a shit. He just plows ahead and he just makes fun of me all the time.
At all.
Sure. Ralph does care.
Well, that's why we allow drunk calls on this show, Eddi.
We do. Oh, yeah.
Probably why they're long ones.
We did get another call from Eric. He called in like last night though, and I felt like going, Eric, dude, like I need a little bit more time to like prep stuff.
Cut this down.
Just because he but it was cute. You know what he was trying to tell us is that apparently in the UK today is Mother's Day, and he wanted to tell all the mothers Happy Mother's Day.
Oh,
that was so sweet.
Yeah, I would like. Yeah, that's so precious. That's
So,
typical Eric.
Eric, you're a love. And
He's
thank
just
you
a little
for sending
gem.
it. I'm sorry that I couldn't play it, but maybe next time give me like 2 days warning with your calls.
He probably just learned about it in the moment.
Oh, tomorrow's Mother's Day.
It's true, because I think so last night on the Crowdcast, right? I think Steve Ashton mentioned that.
He wished he mentioned Mother's Day is today.
Yes.
Yesterday on the live stream,
So that makes sense.
Which I had no idea. It was celebrated in March by...
And maybe then you can set your phone reminders that Mother's Day in the US is in May. Don't forget your mom.
Right?
Public service announcement. Pre-order.
Pre-order. Get your cakes now.
Get your flowers ordered. Do all the things.
All right. So yes, if you've got anything to tell us, drunk or sober, give us a call at our hotline, preferably at least a couple days before we air, which is on Sundays. Call 724-2-Queen J.
So leave it Friday night is what you're saying.
At least.
At the latest. That's the cutoff. Friday night.
Well, if you really want to be in our good graces, leave it Monday. Like
wow, give you a whole week?
Jen's a prepper.
I'm a prepper. Yeah, I'm not.
Oh.
We didn't know that. Fact check.
I think we're a lot alike.
Oh, Lindsay.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry,
all
not
right.
sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. So we have a interesting game that came out of what's something that was mentioned during the Ralph Report last week. So Ralph does this cool section where it's called Hello Death, where he has some catchy theme that brings us into it.
Yes. Who did that? It's amazing.
I don't know.
And Markle?
I gotta find that person.
Did Markle do it?
Oh, I almost, never mind. I thought you said Megan. Never mind.
Megan Markle did it?
Right.
Don't get us started.
Okay.
Sorry. You'll get the Brits all fired up.
Royal free today. Royal free. No, Tim
For
Markle.
life.
Tim Markle. Yeah. He didn't do that.
I know. I'm teasing.
During the report, it's kind of interesting because Ralph was talking about an actor who, excuse me while I whip this out.
What are you doing?
You can't.
Hang on, Jen's whipping something out over there.
It's hiding from me on my notes. So basically, there was an actor who was in a movie called The Man with Two Heads, and he mistakenly said wait, did he say the thing? No, he said The Man with Two Heads, but the actual movie that this actor was in was The Thing with Two Heads. Oh. And so I was looking into it because I'm a big fan of the 70s horror films because they are so unbelievably juicy bad. They're just ridiculous. And it was a time where we didn't know as much as we do about medicine today, or at least the general public wasn't like Google MD, where like everybody knows, immediately within 2 minutes, like, oh,
we just took your word for it, whatever you said.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of public trust. And so there was all these movies that kind of played around with these medical ideas that have no bearing in real life. And so like there was this really big movie called Coma that was actually really good. If you get a chance to see it, that's one worth going back and seeing. But like The Man with Two Heads or The Thing with Two Heads, they're these ridiculous 70s films based off of these ridiculous plots. And I love them. So what I thought would be fun would be to play a game that involves trying to spot the fake. So I have a list of 5 movies Some of them are real. Some of them are fake. And so you guys are going to play against each other.
Oh.
And we'll see who gets more points.
Right. We'll see how it goes.
And I even have
With Eddi and I, what could go wrong?
No.
Oh,
I'm sure it's going to be completely.
This is going to be fine and error free.
This is this is what we call an opportunity for comedy. All right. So this is the I don't know. Can you guys see that okay? That's a man with two heads. Just
that's real though, right?
So after I reveal which ones are real and fake, I will show you the either real or fake poster that accompanies it.
Oh.
Yeah, someone's been working hard this week.
Wow, you put a lot of prep into this.
She's insane.
Jesus.
Okay. So,
I don't know how she does it.
Wow.
Oh, Lindsay, I love you too. Okay. So the first one is from 1973. It's called the Day of the Dolphin.
We're seeing the man with two heads right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to show you till afterwards because I think you'll be able to spot which one is fake because of my Photoshop skills. A marine biologist teaches his dolphins to communicate in English, but shady characters plan to kidnap the trained mammals for a more sinister purpose, an assassination attempt.
Oh.
Real or fake?
I hope this is real.
That sounds fake as heck. Because I can't trust very much.
I'm going to say real.
Fake. What's the difference?
Points go to Eddi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is actually real. It has it actually had a director. Mike Nichols stars George C. Scott, who's a big actor, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah. He was in Patton. He played General Patton. Yeah.
He was in this movie?
He was in this movie.
Wow.
Is real?
Willingly. Either that or they had like a collection of photos.
He must have had a house payment or something too.
Yeah.
Damn.
He was in Dr. Strangelove, which is a great
film.
If you haven't seen that. Yeah. So, but he was, what's interesting? He was actually a vet. He was a 4-year Marine vet. And that's kind of like how he got into this some of his military roles. I think it kind of like, it's kind of like gunny, how that
Patton's his most probably famous role.
Show us the poster.
Oh, thank you. See, what would I do without Lindsay?
I want to see it.
That is it. Can you see it?
Wow, that's
there
amazing.
It is.
That's a real poster for a real movie.
Look at those legs.
Yeah.
That's wild, guys.
I couldn't pull that off.
No, that was the 70s.
No, that was the 70s.
Like the basketball shorts were like that too.
Short shorts.
Very
I love
short.
that. Yeah, like the Oakley
Bring back
shorts that came
short.
after that.
The most amazing outdoor adventure ever filmed.
It's only the most amazing one ever filmed, Eddi. It's this one.
Does that say 2 years in the making?
Look at that dolphin. He's like,
well,
so
maybe they had contractual problems with the dolphin. It took 2 years because just the lawyers.
What's the woman doing on the window?
Posing,
looking at the dolphin.
I think
she's getting her best angles.
She's trying to.
Working her angles.
I have to see this movie.
You're gonna have to.
I love it. The side plot of the woman who's stuck to the.
I have to see this movie.
Is he in an action pose with a flashlight?
Is it a flashlight?
Nothing.
That looks like a flashlight. Like
I love that the subtext is so light I can't read it. Like you're gonna have to work really hard to find out what else we meant to tell you.
The guys in the background have guns, and he's got a flashlight.
And there's a chop. There's like a plane, right?
Bludgeon you.
I'm gonna blind you and then hit you. That's amazing.
Wow, did you notice his back leg looks like it's a fish?
It does. I thought that was his back leg, but no, that's the fit. That's a dolphin.
Something's fishy here.
Okay, that's amazing, Jen. Like, what else do you have?
All right, I've got more. I've got more. You guys did really well with that one. One of you did at least. So we now have Freak Show Massacre from 1974. In this remake from the 1930s silent film Terror Under the Big Top, a freak show performer hides a deadly secret. Not only can he eat glass and swallow swords, humans are on the dinner menu.
Ooh, I hate a cannibal film, y'all, so hard. It is one of those tropes I cannot abide. Like, ugh. No, Jen, don't.
Wuss.
Wherever your mind just went, tell it to go back.
Damn it. Lindsay knows my mind so well.
That's scary.
She's got like a little thing in there. Oof. Okay, so is this fake or real? You got to choose one.
I'm gonna say real.
Yeah, that sounds more real than the dolphin one.
It sure
It's
did.
just real. I'm gonna say it's real.
Well, score 1 for me, not for you, because apparently I am good at balderdash.
Wow.
Here
That's
we go.
impressive.
This is a movie I came up with called Freak Show Massacre.
I want to see that movie, Jen.
So-
Let's write it.
This one, the tagline is, "This carny has a taste for his audience."
This sounds like an American Horror Story anthology
it sure
show.
is. Like, let's write it. I love it.
That's
I
good.
want to be at that Freak
Thank
Show
you.
Massacre.
That
Let's
sounded
make it.
real.
Popcorn.
I think we should, we'll make it.
All right.
Just find a producer and we'll make this film.
We'll just do it.
Do it. Why not? Okay. We've got another movie for you to chew on.
Okay.
It is
Oh,
called
God.
Night of the Lepus from 1972. This one says, giant mutant rabbits terrorize the Southwest. Kill one and hundreds take their place.
Oh, it sounds
Oh.
metal AF.
That's awesome. I want that to be real.
I
That's
want
real.
that to be real too.
You're both going with real?
I want it to be real.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm voting with my heart.
I am
both
too.
Correct. Good job. Good
It's
job.
correct.
It is correct.
Yes.
Okay,
And
so
let me
Eddie's 2-1, just like my beloved Arsenal Tottenham score.
Now, I have to tell you that this trailer is available
Oh,
for you to watch on IMDb. So
God.
you've got
I'm
to
gonna
see
have
it
to.
because it's insane.
Night of the Lepus.
It's so
the
Monty,
eyes on
it's
it.
so Monty Python.
Look at the
That-
children. Like, it looks like a Nancy Drew in the Night of the Living Dead kind of moment.
Wow.
Look, and one of them has a shovel. So now we've got a flashlight and a
A
shovel.
shovel.
We buried our last F.
That's the problem. These protagonists don't have the weapons they need.
They don't. They're not going to make it.
They're
With
not
a
equipped.
1,000 replicating rabbits.
What's the next one going to have? A Swiss Army knife? Or
How
a,
many eyes
A
does Flora
spatula.
have?
a
How
box
many
of
times will it
Altoids?
strike? You don't know. It had Janet Leigh in it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. I saw that.
So here's the thing. This is a real film starring Janet Leigh, the Janet Leigh of the psycho shower scene.
Yeah.
I mean, this is big stuff. So
This was on her slide down. This was on her descent down, right?
Wow.
When she did this movie.
Well, probably.
But it's-
It was in color.
It had to be before. This was after Psycho, right?
Probably.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, and I don't know. Again, mortgage payment. I don't know.
Yeah,
Hey.
it's true.
Working actors,
knows?
right, Eddie?
I do that movie in a heartbeat.
Sometimes you're the stunt double of an invisible man, and
Sometimes.
sometimes you're not.
Whatever you got to do. Be the
You-
stand-in for an invisible
Buy
character.
those Christmas presents in March.
Gotta
The
think
odd-
ahead.
How you coming on those Christmas presents, by the way?
What are we in March? I got 3 already.
Oh my gosh, one a month. So you
Yeah.
really do that. Those who don't know at home, by the way, inside story that Eddie buys his gifts all throughout the year so that he's not stressed out at the end of the
Right.
year.
Well, I can't take that credit card bill come January.
Well, you could and then just
So,
pay it off all year, but
I
then you
could,
begin
but
sowing
yeah.
your money. Yeah.
Right. So I'm
Right.
just if I get 1 a month, I can handle that. Maybe 2 a month if I want. If, it's a good month.
Yeah. What did you get Lindsay this month?
I got her a Arsenal jersey.
Oh, I see. what
Was that a bad call? Was that a
you-
bad call? Should I not done that?
Maybe you could send that to Owen. Shout out Owen in Wales. Savage and noble race.
Oh,
He won today, not me.
Oh, Lindsay. All right. So
The
we're gonna-
agony is thick. Sorry, y'all.
Y'all.
Fresh and
Well,
hot out the kitchen.
We've got another one for you to chew on. Let's see what you think about this one. This one is hard for me to pronounce because it is literally 7 S's in a row. The title of the film is called and it's from 1973. This is the synopsis. An unsuspecting college student, David, becomes a lab assistant to a scientist, Dr. Stoner, who is working on a serum that can transform humans into snakes. While David falls in love with Stoner's daughter, Dr. Stoner plans to test a serum on David, killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Fake. They weren't making stoner comedies in the 70s like that. Well, not like that. I don't think. I'm going to go out and say fake.
I'm gonna say fake too.
I'm
Both
also
of
going to
you-
say fake because I don't think that title would make it past an executive producer. They'd rename it.
Let's take a look at the movie poster and see if you can tell.
Is it real?
That's real.
Jesus.
That's a real thing?
How?
All right, this is a movie. This is a
Wow.
movie I actually saw as a child.
You saw this.
Stop it. That
this.
informs so much, Jen. Like,
and I watched it again as an adult, and it was hilarious. So, okay.
So what is the plot of this again?
Lindsay is wrong. Who let this get made? Like,
I don't
where was
know.
the capable adult in the room?
And why do these people not work in Hollywood now so I can get something made?
Exactly.
This is gonna definitely blow your mind, but this movie is for real, and there is it's actually really sad at the end. So this, can I spoil? I'm gonna spoil it.
Sure. I mean, spoiler alert for the kids at home if you're gonna go out and watch whatever.
Right. Okay.
Then pause and skip ahead.
Lindsay, it's okay. So there's this love story that's going on. So like part of it is kind of like the 70s love story. This guy is working for this scientist and he falls in love with the daughter and there's this relationship going on. And then he starts testing the assistant with this drug. So he's injecting him with this stuff. And like all of a sudden his hands are peeling and things are like he's starting to shed, which I'm not sure why that equals snake.
Like a snake shedding its skin.
Well, and so as a kid, I used to take Elmer's glue and put it all over my hands.
You did.
So you were a big fan of this film.
I loved it. And I'm like, I'm feeling it. I'm like, and okay.
Oh, God. So good.
By the end, though, he does transform into like this freak. And at the end, they show him in a freak show and he's on stage and he's like trapped in this snake body. And it's sad because he's crying. He's got like tears coming down. He's on stage. He's like,
and that's the downer ending?
Yeah, because it was the 70s. Yeah, they didn't know how to end it, so they just went with that. Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And see, and the tagline up there says, once this motion picture sinks its fangs into you, you'll never be the same. It's true.
You never were.
I was never, yeah, it was very sad.
You were changed.
I'm changed. Ow, that was a downer.
That wasn't
changed.
I need a palate cleanser quickly.
Yeah.
All right, we've got one last one that is definitely a palate cleanser. It is called The Dental Damned from 1971. When a coupon for a new dental office in town drives new patients in droves to the office of Dr. Frankincense, they have no idea that they will soon be under the knife of a madman. The doctor is in, and you're not coming out.
It's got to be a fake, right?
That's fake. That's fake.
Dr.
But that would be awesome.
You guys,
although I want that to be a thing.
You guys are crappy. There, yeah, you're both.
The dental damned.
Jeez. Wow, look at that.
Are those bats?
The doctors.
Yes.
I love your tagline. And you're not coming out.
I didn't
love
throw that
the
together really quickly.
The graveyard background.
Right. Like the standard Halloween backdrop with the really nice teeth I had to make.
So good.
Bad.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. But
wow, good segment, Jen.
Thank you.
I think Eddi won.
Thank you all for playing. And
close.
Hold on, I'm tabulating still.
Oh, tabulate.
Numbers.
Tabulating.
Let me get my abacus.
Still blown away. Is real.
I know.
Please see it.
Or the dolphin.
Please. You know what?
Dolphin is. I'm in on the dolphin one.
We've got to riff track that one, like a Mystery Science,
Jeez.
Theater 3000.
We could, three of us. We sure
could
could.
Definitely riff track that. Okay, so yes, the big winner of the day is Eddi Pence.
Hey, everybody! Eddi winning things on a show. That's not the Ralph Report.
No pressure. I'm not playing for anybody else.
Right. You're playing for a thing, though. I thought that Jen was teasing a thing.
Something I have to eat.
Well.
Wait, what?
Said there was going to be a punishment.
Oh, thank you for
La Marad. Marad.
Stop.
La Marad.
This is how I laugh when you're pronouncing things wrong, on the Ralph Report too. Like, I'm dying.
This is like Quetzalcoatl all over again.
La Marad.
La Marad. La Marad.
Oh my gosh. Yes. All right.
The vomit. The weaponized vomit.
I am. We're gonna go to Doodle Duel. We're actually we're gonna cut out.
Gonna cut us up and rearrange us.
Yeah, well, because we don't have time for Hasselhoff deserves a lot of time. We'll postpone that.
Deserves
one.
this whole episode.
It does.
Yeah,
We could. And I think I may have fallen a little bit in love with Hasselhoff after watching his really bad stuff. I don't know why. Okay, anyway, so I think we should definitely move on to
You gotta play my favorite song. If you don't, I'll get mad.
What, Doodle Duel?
Yeah.
Oh, for you, Lindsay?
Yeah.
Sure, here we go. Bum, 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 bum.
Mano, mano, head to head, we'll draw until one of us is dead. Don't be afraid, just do your best. It's a doodle duel, not calculus.
I like that.
Here on EZLA, we take our doodling really seriously. So
Very,
seriously.
they might be giants.
That's right.
Yes.
We don't carry flashlights. We carry guns here.
Right.
We carry Pence guns. We got I got two. I got two right there.
We carry notebooks and pens over here.
That's right. And today we're high stakes on EZLA. High stakes. We've got some type of package over here that is going to
Lemonade.
Lemonade. Lemonade.
That sounds like lemonade or
something. Lemonade.
I don't know. We'll
lemonade.
Lindsay, what's your feeling? Should we unpack it afterwards or before? What do you think?
After.
Let's do that then.
Stakes are higher.
Stakes are higher at the whatever you say, Lindsay. All right. So what we do on Doodle Duel is Lindsay does some type of a squiggle.
Because I'm really caffeinated usually by now, and I just go for it.
Yes, she's going to do some type of doodle, and then we will copy it. Oh, Lindsay. So our job, we haven't started yet or anything. So you get all the time you need to draw.
Copy this little.
So I got to copy
that
wiggle,
which makes not a ding dang lick of sense.
That's why it's hard, Jen.
I can't. There you go. Close.
Yeah, that's great.
That's close.
You did good.
That's close, Eddi.
Is this acceptable?
That's very close.
That's good. That looks good.
Yeah, that's very acceptable.
What the heck?
Okay.
Okay, let me get my phone and we'll
all right, she's going to give us 60 seconds to draw this into something. And I have to give her a topic to talk. So she gets to sharpen her impromptu skills here.
It's terrible. It's terrible for everyone, Eddi, but you know, it's Queen Jay's.
And yet it's gold. It's gold for everyone else. So
yeah, everybody else seems to like it a lot. All right, let's
your topic for today. Are you ready for this, Lindsay?
I'm ready.
Is all of the amazing things you can list about Eddi.
Okay, ready, go. Okay. Eddi has an amazing comedy special called The Unspecial Special that has an amazing origin story because he crowdfunded it using Garmy support heavily through an Indiegogo campaign. I believe I'm getting all that right, Eddi. And you returned the shower curtain and the shirt and the jacket to Nordstrom Rack.
No, I did return the curtain.
No, you returned the shower curtain too.
It wasn't a shower curtain. It was just a regular curtain.
You better get to drawing. You got 30 seconds left. Eddi's a great dad and a great husband who has a super amazing wife. He's a great sports fan, even though his team is not usually a winning team.
Hey, we won the division this year.
I mean, you know, even a blind rat finds whatever someday. What else about Eddi that's amazing? Everybody loves his muscles, and Steve Ash says his hair looks like it was combed with a candy apple. And we love that about him too. And you have 3 more seconds and time.
Wow.
Oh boy.
This is nothing.
Now.
Okay.
Looks like
but you're the artist, Eddi.
I am, but I was too busy trying to talk about what she was talking about.
I know.
This one was a challenge this morning. Yeah. But I learned a lot about Eddi while I was drawing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So you show me yours.
Not good. It's a flower. It's
great. It's a lot of content and not a lot of time.
It's like a flower that fell over.
It's like a wilting flower.
Yeah, it's a wilting flower.
Downward.
Oh, wow.
That's going to be hard to beat, Jen.
That's kind of what
it is.
saw.
And Eddi, if you wouldn't mind taking a picture of that so that we can
beautiful.
Immortalize it on our show.
Oh, sure.
That is beautiful.
I like it.
Be sure and sign it so we can sell it for lots of money and
I'll sign it,
to Boca Raton and retire.
Here, I'll sign it right now.
Yay. Eddi original.
That's beautiful. Okay, mine is
should mail it to Jeanette and let her feel it.
Oh, she would love that. We gotta, okay. Mine is not as elegant as Eddi. It is.
Oh, that's better than mine.
Pretty strong.
That's so much better than mine.
That's pretty strong.
Mine's stupid.
No, yours is beautiful.
I think Eddi's,
like, seriously.
I think Eddi's wins on the artistic sort of floral scape merit of it. And maybe it's just because I'm getting used to Jen's drawings and I want to see what happens if Jen loses.
And
I thought about going cartoon the way you did because I was trying to do I was going to use that as a mouth, and I'm like, well, I don't want to do a cartoon. I'll do something different.
I think
that's
difference wins
but I
the
love
day.
that because you went away. I didn't expect. I expected you to do cartoon because I've seen you do the Ziggy stuff. So I know you've got
Zaggies.
that. But then you're like, no, I'm not just one thing. I'm many things, and I can draw in many styles.
You did all the
You
art.
can't pigeonhole me.
Exactly. Eddi's on a different show,
Not
guys.
Mr.
Right.
Pence. Nope.
Everything has peanut butter on Ziggy's wiener.
You can draw more than that.
I can do more than that. I'm more than that.
Yeah, your drawings are on the edge of scaring me, so it's good.
So, Jen, what happens if you lose the Doodle Duel today? Le Marade happened.
Well, Lindsay, are you telling me that I lost? Is that what you're saying?
I'm telling you, you lost.
All right, let's take a look.
Eddi won.
Now,
What is it? How many cameras do you have set up?
Enough.
Jesus.
Right?
I've got
Man.
She's a whole bag
camera
of
in all the right places.
It's a whole ass vibe.
Okay, la merde.
Chicken man.
The middle.
Oh.
Oh!
Eddi merde means shit en français.
Now, Lindsay,
Look at his face, everybody. Oh, shit.
I needed some sound bites. And so I thought if I did something really, truly gross.
MG.
Oh, that looks real.
He made that out of chocolate, I presume.
Look, Eddi.
Or digested food,
Eddi,
one of the two.
Eddi, look at this.
Maybe that's what
Look
he
at
went
that.
to the dog for.
Look, I'm touching it, Eddi.
Oh, oh, there's skid marks left in the box. Oh, I left skid marks in the box. Ugh.
Oh, it's so bad.
And look at the little stain it's leaving behind. Eddi.
Oh, it's so gross. What's wrong with people? What's wrong with you? Don't eat that. Don't eat that.
But for poop. We're not right, Eddi.
So,
it's bit.
I don't like it. I don't like it either, Eddi.
Stop.
You gotta stop.
Stop playing with your crap.
Oh god.
Oh
God. It's worse. Stop. I'm not gonna be able to do sports talk. I've already talked all the sport I want to talk and taken all the literal and metaphorical poop I'm gonna take today.
Oh,
that's the first time we've made someone
Lindsay's out.
vomit.
Oh god, you might get a double Eddi and Lindsay weaponized vomit Florida man moment.
Now, if I were to show you the other ones I made that were covered with
wait, you
sprinkles.
made these?
There's more. No, why is there more?
No, but they're pretty. They're covered.
No, they're not. They look like shit. They look like shit.
They look too real.
What do you mean?
Hashtag too real. Oh, God.
Should I eat it? You want me to?
No.
It's just chocolate.
Eat it.
It's literally chocolate.
You gotta eat it now. Come on.
Oh, so bad.
You gotta eat it. Yeah. She ate it. She ate it. Eddi, I was that kid at the lunchroom that was like, I'll throw $20 if you'll eat some weird stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna eat it, but I'll throw in on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jen, that was truly disturbing. Like,
That's very gross.
thank you.
Very gross.
I am amazed at
I aim to
lengths
please.
that you will go.
Oh,
You
you'll eat
mess with
crap.
me.
I was so proud.
Like she's savoring it. She's lingering on it. She's really.
I pride
really
myself
letting
on my
it
art.
wash over the palate.
Oh, so bad.
That was what we called the doodle do. Doodle do. Dual do.
Now, Eddi, it's even funnier, right? Le Marade, what's in the box?
I know now it's shit.
And that was it.
It was shit.
French shit.
It was.
Mono, head to head, we'll draw until one of us is dead. Don't be afraid, just do your best. It's a doodle duel, not calculus.
Oh,
That's right. A lot of things. A lot
That's
of things
awful.
going on.
Been on a
here.
journey today, folks.
truly awful.
I feel like I've been through a lot. I cried a lot
I cried as well, and I figured that would happen on the Ralph episode and not the Eddi one. But you know, you were a lovely, lovely guest, Eddi.
Oh well, we still got you to mess up sports, so let's get to that.
Oh no, there's no sports to talk because my team lost real bad, and we've already talked about
You're
it.
Pouting. You're
I'm
pouting.
pouting.
We'll do the 60-second one. That's less to fact check after.
That's all you got.
Are you saying no on the sports today?
Eddi knows when you lose a rivalry game, you are pissed. Go ahead, play it. Play it.
Here we go.
Hot.
It's time for sports talk. It's Lindsay Sports Talk. It's so fun because we waited a whole week. It's time for sports talk. It's Lindsay Sports Talk. What kind of sports crap will Lindsay speak? It's time for sports talk. It's Lindsay Sports Talk. Reporting the latest agony of defeat.
Fine.
So grab your curling broom, head to the locker room. It's time for EZLA Sports.
Well, as a testament to the segment, you know, sometimes the agonies hit close to home. And today we have an agony to report to one from Arkansas, supporter of the Tottenham Hotspurs. And in the UK, sort of a crosstown rival, high stakes rivalry game is called a derby. And today was the North London Derby, where Tottenham took on the dreaded rival Arsenal Gunners and lost today 2-1. And I can't be arsed about recapping the details because I'm still too chap-arsed about it. How's that for sports talk, Jen?
Now, is Arsenal are they considered the best team over there?
Hardly.
Are they like the Steelers
Liverpool
in the NFL, like 7 or 6 NFL titles or whatever?
They are a historically winning club, and Tottenham is a historically scrappy losing club. But that was historically. Now
so it's like Patriots versus Jets here. It's like Patriots Jets.
It's hard to describe because like the Arsenal club moved over the river. So like they were South London. And then there's all this politics and money involved in why they moved to North London. It was like, hey, you moved to our backyard. Like, what up, bro?
Wow.
Oh yeah. So there's like historic beef tied into like socioeconomic beef. And like, it's a whole thing. But Steve would tell you if he was here that like Liverpool has a similar derby match. Everton is their crosstown rival, the Blue Shite, as Steve calls them. But Steve's team lost the other day.
What's his team? Is his team Manchester? It's not.
No, it's certainly not that. It's
What's his
Liverpool Football Club.
Oh, that's right, Liverpool. That's right.
Yeah, he's gonna be mad at you because he's gonna think you did it on purpose.
When is
I probably did.
Not mad though, so that's
true.
Okay.
That's fair. So yeah, so you've got a Manchester derby. That's when Manchester City fights Manchester United. There's like 6 clubs in London, so there are several like London derbies. But that was sort of like my inspiration for the segment, which is like when the stakes are high and the agony is at its worst. Like I'm at my worst right now. I messed up. The Canadians are mad at me, and my team lost, guys. I gotta pack this up.
No, come on,
Lindsay,
get your Murad out of here.
Get your Murad out of here.
La Marade out of
here. Time for sad pints at the pub. The Surrender Cobras are all cobraed up and stuck for the day.
Oh, Lindsay.
Sorry,
y'all. Sorry to hear that.
It's all right. That's what happens in sports. The agony and the victory. And today was an agony day for Lindsay from Arkansas. Over and out, Jen.
Over and out. I hear you. Well, thank you for the
quick little recap.
quick and sad and depressing recap, I guess.
Yeah, very sad.
It's the hope that kills you.
Oh,
it is.
It's leave it on a high note.
Leave it on, yeah, right. So we have kind of mentioned some of the stuff that Eddi's been doing, and before we go, we want to definitely promo anything that's coming up. But one thing I want to make sure we underscore is that you had a comedy unspecial. It is now available, right, through pretty much everything in the world.
Any transactional platform you buy stuff on iTunes,
you
can get it. Right now, if you're an Amazon Prime member, it streams free on Amazon Prime. So
right, so you have no excuse.
There's no reason not to go see Eddi's shirt that he returned.
Right, and drapes. And jacket.
The jacket looked good. You should have kept it.
Oh yeah.
I thought about it, but it's like a $250 jacket.
I know, it's why it looks so good on you.
I know.
It lasts forever too. You don't. It's not
You
like
take care of it.
Every time I wear it out, I'm like, I'm wearing $250.
Eddi, treat yourself.
And that's the other part is you feel like you are wearing an expensive jacket, and then you do the
Right.
whole,
I'll get ketchup on it.
like
Well,
Bee Gees
that's
walk.
true.
Yes, I'll get ketchup on it.
Then
And
you
my
can just
wife will
take
get
it
mad
to
at me for getting ketchup on a $250 jacket. It's just
Well, just
not
get a
worth it.
Tide pen. I've gotten red wine stains out of white shirts. with a
Okay,
Tide pen
Lindsay,
before.
no Tide pens on leather. No, that's not
Oh,
what you.
fair.
You don't.
But ketchup will wipe right off of that.
Yes, it will. It would wipe right off. So Eddi, go back in time and
Go find that jacket.
It's probably still at Nordstrom Rack. Just follow the smell.
Probably permanently damaged.
walk out with it. No one will say anything.
From
They'll be
Comedy
like,
Special Flop Sweat.
It's Eddi. He's good. So we have a million ways to watch you, and I was an
Yes.
early adopter, so I watched it right away, and it's hilarious.
Thank
so
you.
don't miss it.
Appreciate it.
You're kind of
Thank
fire
you.
with the memes on the socials. Where can we follow you on the socials?
You can at Eddie Pence on Instagram and Twitter. You can just go to eddiepence.com, and that's
Ooh, we got
the
a
landing page
website.
for. That's fancy. All
merch?
my landing page for everything is there. There's some merch there. I have my CD, the comedy special CD version. I have copies of that. I'm getting copies of the video version, the DVD of it. So those will be for sale soon. And there's a link there directly to go
You
buy
can
it
own
on
a
iTunes or
piece of
wherever.
Eddie
Yeah.
Pence, y'all.
You can. I'll even sign it.
Oh, stop it.
Come on.
That's
Oh,
Who
amazing.
doesn't
good.
want that?
I want that.
Are you doing a cameo at this time?
I started setting it up in October, and I still haven't finished setting up the account.
I think Jeanette would
rush.
probably be a cameo.
Yeah.
I started, and then it's like, it said film a video telling everybody about you and what you want to do or whatever. Like you had to do like an intro video for your cameo.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll do that later. And then it's been 5 months.
I'll do it tomorrow.
So at some point I'll get it set up.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll
I'm
look out for
impressed.
that in a couple years, I
So.
guess.
When that
Maybe.
Mustang's running again, right?
Anything
Oh.
else going on with you? Oh, you may or may not be starting a new Patreon. Now, people,
Maybe.
you need to
We'll see.
show your support. So go on to the socials. Let them know that you want to see swings and misses. Swings and misses. Sorry.
Swings and misses.
Swings and
Swings
misses.
It's so good.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. It's a good thing I don't have to talk on this show. Because they're all lovely people, super lovely people. I love Jennifer.
Yes,
by the
they're
way.
great people. Yeah, she's great.
And she's amazing. So I hope that all works out for you because we'll be watching if so.
Oh, thank you.
And man, we want to have you on. Just come by every day. Just every
Anytime
day.
you want, just let us know.
Hit me up. I never say no.
Okay,
that's cool. We'll
That's
use
how
that
you go
against
through life. You say yes to everything. Most of the time.
I'm in a place of yes right now too, so I hear that.
Oh, this is a whole thing, huh? Well, we'll make
Yes,
sure to
opens,
have
yes opens doors.
Yes,
It's-
and
yes,
Yes,
and
and.
we'll make sure to have a lot of baked goodies for you here every time
Oh.
you go.
No,
you don't have to
we
eat them
cannot do
though.
that.
You just have to look at them.
That's almost as bad.
It's almost worse.
Or
actually.
watch me eat them. Wow, we could start a whole new channel, Lindsay, with just that, and I could like
Don't
squish
be
it with
going ad and
I
work.
could wear like stilettos and squish it or something. I'm sure there's people that like that.
I believe
Oh.
the internet would find a place for that content to thrive. Yeah.
Yeah, it absolutely would.
My dream of getting my own Eddie Pence like reaction sound drops is
fulfilled.
I fulfilled it now. So thank you.
Beautiful.
And Lindsay, of
Sure.
course, we can find you on the socials as well under Lindsay from Arkansas, correct?
That's how I play on the Insta usually, and I'm trying to do better on the others, but we'll see how it goes.
Baby steps.
Mm.
All right, kiddos. Well, it's been tons of fun today. You guys know where to find me, and I have a whole card afterwards that I'll hog. But Eddie Pence, you are a joy to be around. You made us laugh. You made us cry. You made yourself gag.
I did.
It was
Not hard.
awesome.
You
It was
gagged
awesome.
yourself?
We can't wait to see you again in the same same place all week long, where we get to hear
Yes.
you on Patreon, The Ralph Report. We love you. We
So
love all of
good.
you out there. Stay safe out there, and KIT, keep in touch. Till next time.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Hi, Eddie.
Don't wanna eat no more food. I'm gonna eat like an 8-year-old would, like spam, underappreciated, misunderstood, coming straight to you from the Virginia hood. On Myrtle Beach, say, hell yeah. Grab your mocktail and
Let's go.